How do you believe that leaders can consistently maintain what you like to call day one energy and really motivate their teams to stay engaged?
Oh, wow. Well, great question. There's a few things. First and foremost is I find that a lot of leaders, the more they get titles like director, the more they get titles like VP, SVP, and beyond, guess what happens? The more they tend to isolate
Mm.
themselves. So first and foremost, I want to remind people, no one who has accomplished anything of significance did it alone, and neither should you. The further you get up there, the more we may have tendencies to isolate, and I want to encourage people not to do that. So whether that's joining certain communities, whether that's joining a group coaching program or working with a coach, so you're not going about doing this alone, and you can get some objective support in the work that you're doing. So that's key. I think the great thing about working with someone and not doing it alone or being part of a really strong community is what that allows you to do, Brian, is to make sure you're continuing to play to win. In my keynotes, I talk about the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. The story I love to give is the example of a football team. If you're a football fan, your team's playing, it's the end of the first half, and they're just kicking butt. And they're up 30-0 at halftime. But then it's the fourth quarter, and there's 2 minutes left to go in the game. At halftime, you're up 30-0. Now the score is 30-28. What happened? In the first half, you came out playing to win. In the second half, you came out playing not to lose. A lot of people find the same thing that are happening in their career. All the things that they did to become a vice president, to become a senior vice president, for some reason, they stopped doing. They stopped doing all those things they did to get that position because they're holding on tight. They start acting in fear and they don't want to lose it. So I think that's absolutely key, is make sure you are playing to win. So surround yourself with greatness. Make sure you're playing to win. And I think a third valuable tool that people can use even right now as they're listening is a tool I like to use called the last 30 days. And you can ask yourself this question to see if you're still playing to win. And that question is this: based on the last 30 days, if your boss or manager had to make a decision to rehire you, would they immediately say yes, or would there be some hesitation?